Hey, welcome back to the second part of this video regarding 2PR. 2PR is a new piece of software that has launched on Appsumo, and I've been testing it out, and I did an initial setup video and everything went well. But I just wanted to update and show you what else you can do with this software, because I'm beginning to really get very fond of this software. And the reason being is that it's very simple and it's not overcomplicated. Now, I've used a lot of LinkedIn software. I've used a lot of software that will create campaigns, will be trained on your voice, will do lots of things. But a lot of them take a lot of work to do. So what I do think is that 2PR does what it says on the tin, as viewers in the UK will know that from the Ronsi lads, but it does exactly what you want it to do without much hassle. Now, it's on LTD. I've upgraded my license on it, and I want to show you some extra things that it does and some of the what we call bells and whistles. So let me just share the screen. Sorry, just before I take that off, don't forget to support my channel. Give a like, subscribe, comment, ask a question, and use the link in the description to pick this up on Appsumo, where it is currently on a lifetime deal. So let me just share my screen here, and I want to show you exactly what this software does and how good it is. Okay, so let me just move this over here, and I'll just bring this screen up. Now, I've been talking extensively with the founder, and one of the things that wasn't working correctly when I actually did the first demo was this idea of generating topics to create posts with AI, and now it's working perfectly. So I've actually already created some of these posts, and let me see the one. This is the one that I haven't created. So let me just create this. Now, I talked with the founder, and I now know the AI interviews where you can actually talk about the post that you want, and I'll do a separate video on that. But for now, I go into Get Instant Post. Okay, this is going to create the post for me. It's going to give me just a little snapshot or preview of what this is going to look like on different devices. Okay, so this goes off and it starts to think about the post. It starts to think about what it actually wants to write about. And for each generation, so depending on the tier that you have, you can have 25 posts, I think it is, and 55 posts. And for the lower tier, I can't remember how much it was, but on tier 3, it's 55 posts a month, but you get 3 different versions here. Okay, so you get version 0 and you get version 1. Okay, so it won't keep you there. I've coached hundreds of European executives over the last, I need to change this because it's really been 15 years that I've been doing the coaching. As I said, the post is really good, and I think it is kind of in the tone of voice that I use. Now, what you can do now is, or what you can do when you have tier 2 or above is, you can go to generate image. You can put in an idea for the image. So people with authority speaking. I can be really bad at prompting sometimes, or I can use that let AI do the magic. Now, these are the previous posts that I've actually created. And one of the things that I did was I actually went in and I've connected my LinkedIn to my account here. So what that allows me to do is to actually schedule the post. And I am actually going to schedule this post straight away, actually, once I get the image. So I've already scheduled, and you'll see when I show you the calendar, you'll actually see all the posts that I have scheduled. So in a matter of maybe, I'd say 15 minutes, I scheduled all my posts for next week. Now I want to show you the analytics, and I want to give you just a caveat with the analytics. I haven't been posting a lot over the last probably 2 months, which I have a very good reason for that, and that's because I've been super busy. I mean, I've been coaching maybe 30 hours a week. So I can be thankful of that. But LinkedIn is still the place where I get people coming into my funnel. Well, I don't really have a funnel, but where people actually contact me. So as you can see, this goes off and it starts to generate the image for us. It'll just take a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds more for that to actually come up. But here you will see viral posts, you'll see the interview, you see the calendar, the analytics. And the analytics and the viral posts, etc., come up when you have tier 2 or tier 3. Now, reading through the actual post here, I mean, I don't think it sounds like AI too much. Okay. So here's the image that's come up. I mean, I think it will get the attention of people. So I think I'm going to use it. And the image generation is pretty good. It doesn't look too AI. Okay. Now, if I wanted, I could go in and generate another image there, but that's what the post is going to look like, for example, on the computer. And you see that it does that hook. It won't keep you there. And then it gives you the more. Okay, now people will probably see a difference in my posts because I'm using this new system. But what I can do is I can go to schedule. I can pick a date, and I know that I have posts up until that day. I think this post I'll put on Monday the 13th. Okay, and then for time I'll just put 9:15 just to. Actually, I think I'll put 08:15. Okay, and I put in schedule, and that schedules that post. Now, really nice thing that 2PR has is if I go into the calendar, it shows me all the posts that I've scheduled here. So I've one there's actually scheduled for Friday. I don't have one scheduled for Thursday because I already scheduled one in LinkedIn itself. So this is the way the post is going to look. This is the image that's going to come up. Okay. So that's really easy. And then once I actually have all of those posts done, I can also create a raw post here. Okay, and I can put in different instructions here. And I can generate new topics for example, for my posts for next week. Let me bring you into analytics. Now, analytics, I have it here set for 30 days. Okay, so this will show my analytics for the last 30 days. Okay, it says I've gained 20 followers. I've lost some impressions. I've lost some reactions. 12 comments, which is 8 more. And these are the top posts that it's going to pull up. Now, having talked to the founder, everything that is pulling up is using the LinkedIn API. So LinkedIn know that it's pulling in this information. So it's not doing anything dodgy, shall we say, or tricky. So that'll just come up in a second with that information. But I think this is very, very good because it gives me, I mean, I'm going to run with this software and I'll do another video maybe in a month to see how well my posts have done. Okay, you'll see that I have like 9 likes and a lot of the times people don't comment. Okay, this one got 3 likes and 7 comments. Something that I would like is maybe to see the impressions here of how many people actually saw the post. But you can see it's very good. I can just click here and go to the link and see. So we'll see what this is like in a couple of weeks. If I go into viral, it will actually find the viral post. So I could put in English language, okay? And I could say I want to search for a number of months there, and that should go and that should send me those filters. Okay, content goal. I can decide what the content goal is, and this will load up. And my understanding is this is loading up in real time. So if we just wait a second, that will come up. So this one here, yeah, it's actually just I've gone in and put in English language speakers, not better communicators than so-called non-natives. Okay, so this one it said did really well. Now, what I can do, and I'm going to do this live because I haven't done this, is I can repurpose this post. Okay, so this is the reference post. So I'm going to say counter argue this post. Okay. and we'll see what it comes up with. So the idea here is to counter argue a post that somebody posted. So what I could actually do is I could probably take a post and then I could counter argue that post and say, this is what X said. Okay. So-called non-native speakers are often a dysfunctional high stakes professional setting. I just have to take a minute to present another perspective respectfully. Native speakerism is a real problem. I agree. Discrimination based on accent or origin has no place in our industry, etc. Okay. Okay. So, okay. So this is, I mean, this is really good because I can post the original post and say, look, I'm going to counteract this. I can also ask it to give me feedback on the particular draft that I have. So this is draft version 1, then I have draft version 2 and draft version 3, okay? And this is something that is really good because draft version 3 is more like one of those short posts. And one thing that you could do is you could possibly use draft number 1, then 2 days or 3 days later or a week later have draft number 2, and then you could post draft number 3 just to keep that same theme. Now, as you see, this is going off, it's analyzing the post, and it's going to give me some feedback, okay? While it's doing that, another thing I can actually do is I can actually type in here and say what I want to change about that post. Okay, so this is going off. It's doing a good analysis there. The other thing I wanted to show you was, let's go back to create post here. These are the new posts. So, I mean, these posts are going to be good for me for the week of the 13th. I can start using those. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can use those for that week. And if I just go into my draft posts here, okay, now I have to go back to get feedback on that. But as you can see, the UI is very easy to use. The system is not in any way difficult. I also have this free tools. It's not overly complicated. I mean, there's not a lot of bells and whistles. You don't have to upload your knowledge base, etc., etc. It's getting a lot of good information from me. Okay. Now you also get these carousel generators, hook generator, etc. So, I mean, I can use this, and I should be able to go into settings, and I should be able to remove watermark there. And I could actually put in a QR code there and put in my website. So that's really nice as well, that you can actually do that. What other utilities do you have? LinkedIn hook generator and library. Enter the theme of your post. So English language coaching. Now these are free, which I think it's really good to have these available. And if I just go back here, it's still looking for the feedback there. Unlock your potential, mastering and endorse global opportunities, holding you back. Let's transform your skills. I mean, these are all very good, and I might use these. For example, I could actually use this, and I could take this content here, and I don't want to go back and do that. Let me just see if I can open up 2 instances. Or 2 pages here without ruining that one. I could actually just start with that raw draft and say generate. Okay. So we'll see what happens there. Now, maybe I'm going to mess things up here because I'm trying to analyze this post and I'm trying to get feedback on the other post, etc. But let's just see what happens. Okay. The grammar solid, the vocabulary impressive, the content has gone. Okay. I mean, I think that's good because the headline was this, no wipe anyway, and shine your career. Okay, I mean, I think it's pretty good. Okay, this analysis has timed out. Okay, I know that we're doing some updates today, so that could be the problem. So I think, I mean, if I look back at my posts, there was this one, the second guessing the Toyota approach to executive presence. Okay, your decision, you're decisive in your particular language. Okay, it all fits in with what I want to do. And here, what I can do is under preferences, I can go in and I can say, okay, this is my goal to gain followers, my conversational tone. And the other thing that I can do when I go into create post, remember we had these instructions here. Okay. Okay, so they want to sound like natives. Okay, now I could go in and I could change all of those. Okay. But I can only have one active here, so don't sound like an AI. Okay. I'm going to do another separate video because I don't want to make these videos too long, but I'm going to do another separate video on this one of doing the interview because I think that is really useful. So what do you think so far with that overview of this software? Do you think it's something that you would use? Do you think it's something that is interesting? Do you think maybe that it's something that you need? I mean, if you use LinkedIn, I think this is probably one of the best tools. Now, as I mentioned, and I would really appreciate it if you like this video, if you support the channel or want to support the channel, please do use my link in the description and ask me any questions so that I can actually I can answer those for you in the next video. But the next video I do will be about the interview with AI. All right. I shall see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.